No, it's a fatty.
That's all it is?
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you everything that I've done to my 2017 Mini John Cooper Works. Let's start with everything that I've done to the exterior. First off, we have these custom stripes that I had installed. These are a carbon fiber stripe with a chili red accent. This is meant to mimic the JCW Challenge stripe that they have in the UK. There's a special edition of the Cooper S that they make with like 210 horsepower. I think it's the John Cooper Works tuning kit. And they put a couple other accents on them, and they put this stripe pattern in black. If you're in Kansas City and you need stripes on your Mini, hit up Todd Pearson. You can find him on Instagram at Todd's Mods. He's the one that did my stripes. He did a few more things around my car. He's done over 8,000 Minis in his career. He's very good at what he does. He also wrapped my grille trim here in carbon fiber. This is something that you'll usually see in chrome as it comes from the factory. You can also get them in gloss black. My headlight trim rings, you can see, are gloss black as well. Those came chrome from the factory. I had those swapped out. And same story at the rear. I have carbon fiber and red stripes to match, and the taillight trim rings are also gloss black. Now something you won't see many do, at least for a while, they haven't yet, is a gloss black beltline trim. This is chrome underneath, and it actually just has black vinyl over it. This red piece here, this grill slat, this comes factory on the John Cooper Works in red. It usually comes chrome on the Cooper S's. And because of that, and because of the rest of the red stuff I have on the car, I put these red mirror caps on to match. This is a factory color, this is a factory product, and this is something that you would find on a car that has a chili red roof. I put those on there both to match the rest of the red and because it kind of gives it a GP look. The Mini GP cars usually have a different color body and mirrors and roof, and they actually usually have red mirror caps. Here you can see I have carbon fiber door handles and a carbon fiber gas cap to match. And I also had this rear diffuser custom painted for me. My idea here with the rear diffuser was to make it look like two separate pieces that had been cut out of the existing bumper. So this whole piece that you see across the middle is actually an insert that I bought as one piece. And right here, this painted bit in the middle, this is actually connected to this and this. I just taped it off and I handed it to our body shop and I had them paint match the rest of the car. So this center section kind of looks like it blends in with the rest of the bumper, and these look like separate pieces. I'm really happy with how that turned out, and I haven't seen very many other cars around with it like that. Along with the rear diffuser, you also get these molded chin pieces here. These are really just for aesthetics as well. The diffuser is not functional. It doesn't actually have any aerodynamic effects underneath the car. It just looks good. You'll also notice I have a red tow strap here, and this is actually functional. This I can tow or be towed with, and I cut a slot in the factory tow hook cap there so that I don't have to have a big gaping hole in my bumper to have it look good. And as a bonus, this just happens to match the color perfectly of my stripes, and I think that looks really nice. And as a centerpiece to all this, this is a Quicksilver muffler. Just the back half. I don't have the rest of it because I actually cut it out and straight piped it, but the carbon fiber does match my stripes quite nicely. The rear diffuser here is an OEM Mini accessory. You can get that from any dealership. The tow strap is from Condor Speed Shop. You can find them online, and it'll fit most newer BMWs or Minis. They all use the same thread pitch for the tow strap. And I can't forget this little piece right here. This design and badge represents the tuning module that I have in the engine bay. And I'll tell you about that later. I don't think I'm going to make it to that in this video. Let's move on, shall we, to the wheels. These are an 18-inch John Cooper Works accessory performance wheel. These are forged, so they're actually lighter than the 17s that I took off of this car. You can see they have just a slight bow out from the side, and that is because they have to fit behind these big John Cooper Works Brembo performance brake calipers. I'm going to do one more plug for Todd, and that is that he made these stickers for me on the brake caliper for the JCW logo because I took my car to a couple track events in 2018 at Heartland Park at my local track, and I got my brakes so hot, I was so aggressive, and I was so dead set on setting a certain lap time that that JCW logo just disappeared. Todd made that up to the exact size that I needed, slapped it on, and I think that actually looks better than the original JCW painted version. And I'm also remembering, now that I'm down at this angle, these Pro diffusers at the front. These are designed for a little bit more of an aggressive look at the front, and I think they probably do also add a little bit of downforce. Also behind here, you'll see I have some spacers. You can't really see. Take my word for it, there are spacers behind there. I have 12.5 millimeters at the front and 17.5 millimeters at the back. And to finish it off, my girlfriend, for my birthday one year, got me spinning center caps because she loves me. Back at the front, I have installed these OEM LED driving lights. These are designed to match the LED headlights in the color temperature, which is really nice. These will light farther down the road than the headlights will, and they're also much more direct. If you're on a long road trip and you're somewhere where there's nobody coming on ahead of you, you can turn those on and they'll reach probably a good quarter mile down the road in your lane. It won't even stray side to side. It's pretty cool. I've also rigged these to be able to be used with the high beams because per US law you usually can't do that, but I put it in myself and I don't like people telling me what to do. As I was making my overview last night for this video, I was realizing I've done a lot more to this car than I remember. So that's everything I've done to the outside. Now let's move to the inside. On the inside, we have a John Cooper Works interior. In here, from the factory, they give you John Cooper Works sports seats. You have to buy the JCW model to get these. You get the nice suede Alcantara headrest there. It's molded into the body. It's not adjustable. You also get these side bolsters here that are just a bit more aggressive to hold you in when you're doing lots of lateral G's. And to match the headrest, you also get some Alcantara here underneath your legs. This piece, if you didn't already know, pulls in and out. How cool is that? I also did some matching Alcantara wrap here on the dashboard with a material that I found online, and it took me a few tries, but I found an exact match for the material that's here on the headrests of the seats and also on the thigh supports. And I found that stuff from a company called Relicate, and they have a bunch of materials that you can choose from, mostly BMW seats. You can go on there and find a bunch of different stitch patterns that BMW's made over the years, and I think they may be the original supplier of those. So I found the exact match, and I think it's actually the source that BMW got this material from. You'll also notice I have a phone mount here on the dash. This is from Craven Speed. This is just one that your phone clips into like that. I also have, what do you know, more carbon fiber. Some inserts that I got actually off of Amazon, and they look pretty nice. This right here, my scan gauge, shows me anything that I want to see, really. It'll show you intake temperatures, it'll show you ignition timing, it'll show you a lot of information live time about what's going on inside your engine. The Mini really doesn't have a great tool for being able to see your coolant temperature. That's important, so that lets me do that. There's also one more thing that I've done. Can't see unless I turn the car on. In this infotainment system here, you have the ability to see your tire pressures. Mini USA decided that the only people who should be able to see their tire temperatures are people outside the US. But you can fix that with this. This is an OBD2 coding device. You basically just plug this into your OBD2 port underneath the dashboard, and there's an app called Bimmer Code that you can use to customize a bunch of different digital features in your car, unlock things that other countries get that we don't. And what I've done is provide myself the ability to see both tire pressure and tire temperatures, which is really helpful on track days. When your tires are getting really hot, you can also look at tire temperature to see if they've gotten fully warmed up yet, or if there's a lot more temperature in one tire as opposed to the rest of them, or if there's more temperature on one side. It's really helpful for a number of occasions, and I don't know why they wouldn't give it to us, but if you do a little bit of research, you can have it. I think the only other thing that I've done is put new speakers in the doors. These are from Rockford Fosgate. They're a 4-inch component speaker, meaning they have a mid-bass driver and they also have a tweeter in the middle. And those sound much nicer than the factory ones did because they were just one single 3.5-inch speaker and they didn't have a tweeter in the middle. So the addition of the really high up frequencies in that speaker, real nice. One more thing, as I've just remembered as I'm getting out. These are illuminated John Cooper Works door sills. I bought these as an accessory. They're battery powered, and there's a little magnet on the bottom of the door, right in here somewhere, that basically just activates it when you open the door, and they go off in about 30 seconds. Those also look real nice. And so guys, that is everything that I've done, at least cosmetically, to my JCW. I wanted to get everything that I've done cosmetically, performance, mechanical in this one video, but I realized when I was putting this outline together that I've done so long, I've forgotten about half of it. So I'm gonna break this video up into 2 parts. Click here if you'd like to continue on to the next video, and I'll see you there.